Today I wanted to show you new players how to find the chords that you need in a particular key. And we're going to make it simple. We're going to start in the key of C. And here we are at the 8th fret with no pedals, which is the C open position. So we know that the C scale, and we're going to talk about that first before we talk about the chords, is built up of 8 notes. The C, and then the D, E, F, G, A, B, C, which is the octave. And those are also called the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, F, 5 is G, 6 is A, 7 is B, and then the 1 again. Each of these notes in the scale has a harmony that goes along with it. And if you were going to play the harmonized scale, it would sound like this. Here's the C chord, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, B diminished, and then C again. So the notes on the guitar are starting on the 8th string, open, 7, open, 6, then 6B pedal, then A, 5, then the A pedal, then the 2nd string, then the 4th string. And you can play a harmonized scale. We're going to have the melody note on top here. That's the C chord. Here's the D minor, 2 frets back with the E lever. E minor is 2 up. Here's the F with the pedals down. Yeah, G. Pedals down, A minor here at the 13th fret. Then the diminished is up here at the 15th fret. We're just using the 5th, 3rd, and 2nd string lowered. And then the pedals down for C again. And those chords are named after the root, or the note that's the root of the chord. So here's C, D minor, or 2, E minor, or 3, F, or 4, G, or 5, A minor, or 6, B diminished, or 7, and then 1. Pedals down. Now we played those in going up the neck, but most of those chords, which are the common chords you're going to find in the key of C, all these are all built off of the notes of the C scale, and so it's not surprising that the chords that you will harmonize songs in the key of C will be built from the C scale. So if you were going to take them in the most common order, you would say the 1 chord is the most common. It's just open. And then the second most common would probably be G, which is 2 frets up with pedals down. Third most common would probably be 2 frets back behind that, the F chord, which is the same as the C, except with the pedals down. Then a common one would, the next, it's sort of a toss-up for the next one, but probably the D or the D minor would be next as in terms of commonality. And this is, here's the D minor chord back here with the E lowered. It's 2 frets back. And D is just 1 fret back with the A and B pedals. Another way to play D would be 2 frets up from your C. So this brings up the question of how you make a minor chord. So one way to make a minor chord is to start with the pedals down at the 5th fret, which is D, move up a fret, let off the pedals, and add the E, lower. So that's how we found these two, the 2 minor and the 3 minor, we found them here. Here's E, here's E minor. 4 and 5 we found right here. 6 minor we found up here, but we could find it at the same fret as the C, just adding the A pedal. And of course that brings up how you build that chord, and it's 3 frets up from the open position. Here's the 5th fret, A, open, up 3, add the A pedal, there's the A minor. How you build the B diminished, it's not so terribly easy on the guitar. One way to play it is 2 frets back of the open position with the F lever. B diminished isn't usually written. There's an easy substitution for B diminished, which is the G 7th chord. It has all the same notes except for the G note. So frequently you'll see G 7th. You won't see B diminished written, but it's nice to know how to make it. There's another way to play B diminished if you can split the raise and the lower on the 6th string, where you raise it with the B pedal and lower it with a lever you can get a B diminished also on G7. Now remember, these chords are named either by a letter name or by the note of the scale, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, and I would recommend that you learn the number system. It's way easier to transpose, because everything that we know now related to our C position, we can just move it, and we don't even have to know the name of the chord. We just know the 2 minor. Here's the 1, and we know the 3 minor is right here, just right under our fingers with the E lowered. So we don't have to know what that is. Turns out it's F sharp minor, but we don't need to know that. Here's the E minor. So once we've learned this, where to find these chords, then we can move them around. I didn't talk too much about I talked about the 2 minor and the 3 minor, but we also need to talk about the 2 and the 3 and the 6. So the 2 minor is here. So the 2 major is just 1 fret back with A and B, or 2 frets up from the root, from the C position. D would be here. E minor is here, so the 3 minor is there, and then the 3 chord would just be pedals down 1 fret behind. The 6 minor, which is A minor, is right here with the A pedal. But if you added the F lever, then you'd have the 6th chord. So your 6th chord is right under your fingers. That's the 6 major, and the 6 minor is just with the A pedal. Before we quit, I just want to mention that there's also another way to get the 2 and 3 minor chords, and that's with the B and C pedals. And you just stay on the same fret, and you go from the 1 to the 2 minor. 2 frets up is the 3 minor. So plenty of licks there. And then you can get all the same stuff with the E lowers. So I hope that's enough for today. We're going to come back and talk about all the same stuff with the pedals down position.